Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Evans Leandre. Today we got a special episode. We're talking about building a posing table. A posing table is simply what it sounds like, a surface for which the subject uses to pose on. The posing table is really essential to my workflow. When I'm shooting my beauty work, I love to have a posing table to help the model pose and give a great image. I love it to position the model on the posing table so that way they can maneuver and feel comfortable, as well as give me more of a dynamic pose. So I have a few options of posing tables. Let's take a look at some of the options. So we have some options ranging from the most expensive to what we are going to create ourselves here, which is a $60 version. There are a few variations of this. For example, the photogenics one, you can get it for $240, $250 without the chair, and the impact one, you can't get it with the chair. It comes about $130, $140, but mine $60. You can add a random chair and a light stand and you're good. So let's go shopping and take a look how to get this. Okay, so now we're back inside and have everything we need to go ahead and make the posing table. This posing table I already created is what I use all the time. It's exactly what we'll be creating as well. I have it mounted on a tripod. You can use any tripod. So those of you already photographer, I'm sure you have a tripod. The height, you should get probably a wider base tripod because that will help as far as stability goes. A wider base will be better. And the height of the tripod, if you want it to be lower, then you get a shorter tripod. Right now, I just got a basic standard one that goes pretty high, about 8 feet in the air. But it gives me, I like to have it this height because I usually have my model standing up. But if you want her to sit down or him to sit down, then get a smaller tripod or have a smaller tripod and then use it. So let's go to what we have to make this item, make this happen here. So obviously we got the foam. I already told you guys this is about 20 bucks. I showed you on the video, got it from a local supply store. 20 bucks. So that we have that there. I'm gonna set that aside. We'll get back to that. Then we have the velvet sheet. Again, I like to use velvet because I think it's smooth and just touching it makes makes the subject feel good. And there's also a nice clean look. There's different types. You can get a variation of them from $12.99. I think this is $6.99. I think the better one is $12.99, but for this purposes, I went ahead and got the $6.99 one, very cheap. 1 yard of it should be enough to cover. Then I got a wall receiver plate. This one is a Cupo. Actually, I use this for my TV monitor, but since I'm already using the one already, this will do just fine. That's gonna be used to mount it to the bottom of the board. We'll screw it in, and this is what you use to go in and actually put it on your tripod. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna mount it just like that. I would prefer to get one that doesn't articulate. And again, I use this for my TV, but it's gonna serve the purpose just the same. I use it and I mount it to the tripod and then it becomes the base. So that's the wall receiver plate. Then we have the board, simple craft board. Got again from a local hardware store. This one happens to be 1 inch by 18 by 24. So 1 inch thick, 18 wide, 24 inches long. Now I think this is ideal size. The one I made previously, I actually had it cut, but this one was ideal size and it was like 11 bucks. If you want to get longer, wider, then that's up to you to go in there and decide how wide you want it, but it's really simple, really easy there. So those are really the basic stuff you need. Those 4 items are really all you need, and that's about 60 bucks right there. Now, some additional things you will need. Obviously, we talked about the tripod, a stapler, any stapler, and I got some staples, scissors, some wood screw. I'm using wood screw for this. Be careful with the length. Make sure that if you get a wood that's thinner, make sure you get shorter wood screws. If not, you will need something like a Dremel to go ahead and grind off the edges so that way, you know, it doesn't poke through. And of course, a drill, but you can also use a regular screwdriver as well. That's it. That's all you really need. Everything else, I mean, everything, those 4 items are for, like I said, 60 bucks. Everything else here, probably have them laying around already. So just use what you have to go ahead and make that happen. So let's go ahead and skip right into making of the board. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start by mounting the plate to the back of the board. Okay, so now I have everything set up. I went ahead and screwed everything in. All I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna measure out the length of the foam that's gonna go on top of this. Okay, so now I have foam mounted on top of the wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure from underneath it. Just gonna pretty much just draw a line with a marker. One little tip you probably can do is spray a little bit of adhesive on the board and then place that down to secure it. That also add a bit of extra structure to it. So now I have it pretty much straight. I'm just gonna draw a line of the foam board. That way I know exactly where I need to cut. Okay, so now I have everything cut up. It's perfect size. The texture, the feel of it feels pretty nice, pretty good. Okay, so now I have the nice little velvet placed on here. You can see everything coming together. Now we're down to the final little pieces of just making it all look clean. So I'm gonna do is just basically cut and then staple underneath. Okay, so I made a few preliminary staples underneath, flipped it over. I think it's the best way to do it. Just get a few staples in, or you just flip it over, make sure that the fabric is still centered, and then I went and put some staples in. Now, I went in mine, the previous one I did, I stapled the bejesus out of this thing. And there it is. So we went ahead and staple everything up, mount it on the tripod, and there you have a posing table. So you can you decide if it's worth it to make a $60 version with some of the tools I did, and this is what I'm using, and it works great. I put it on a tripod and I love it. I have no issues with it. You can see here 2 variations of what I just did, and it took me with me talking, about 20-30 minutes max to do it. The benefits of having a posing table, again, is just the comfort of having the model be able to position herself on the table. You know, she can maneuver, she can put her arm on it, either one of these. She can stand here, move here, get her arm across, you know, do different things. And I like to have the models on a posing table when I'm doing beauty or portrait. So that's it. If you have any questions, any issues, you got some comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you guys think about this, if it was beneficial to you, if you think it will benefit someone else who needs to know about how to create a posing table. Just, you know, share it, comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a look at this video. And until the next one, I'll see you guys soon. My name is Evans of Evans Leandra Photography. Signing out.